Brother-Vinni is here. This is a video guide about assembling our Varangian Guard miniatures. This character is the part of the set called Byzantium Wolves. They are Scandinavian mercenaries at service in the Empire. Another miniatures of this set can be assembled absolutely the same way. Now I'm going to assemble this wargame resin miniature. This miniature is from Brother-Vinni's line. It's about Saga. It's a tabletop wargame miniature depicts a Varangian Guardsman. First, let's check everything. This miniature is made of 4 parts. Casting is very good. And I think we will start with removing it from sprue. Let's take my nippers. It should be sharp, of course. And the most important thing, I guess, is that the edges of the blades should be narrow. It's very important to don't damage our miniature. So I cut it this way, and I already hold it with my finger because the part you are cutting can jump out from you. I cut the sprue very close to the part, and I should be very careful doing it. Okay, now it's time to use our modeling knife. It's absolutely standard and common modeling knife with changeable blades. I guess everyone has this similar. Usually the blades for this knife is extremely sharp, and I ask you to be very careful working with it and don't cut yourself. For example, right now you can see that I cut the resin straight against my own thumb. And it's wrong, please don't repeat it. So I remove all leftovers of the sprue and everything unnecessary. Usually at this moment we also should clear the mold line, but this copy is very good and actually I don't see any mold line. Also, I use a small piece of sandpaper to finalize the surface, to make it very smooth and straight. Here I have discovered a small mold line on the side of the sword, and for removing it I use another blade. As you can see, it's a round shaped blade. It's very comfortable and very suitable for work like this. Also I have a common 25mm round base. It almost doesn't need any cleaning. So all parts are prepared, and if you think now it's time for gluing, you would be absolutely wrong. I prefer very strong and lasting assembling because sometimes my miniatures fall down from the tabletop to the floor, and I really don't like when it's broken. So I will use small pieces of metal wire to assemble parts together. First step is drilling holes, and I will use my old good friend Praxon. Let's mount the drill and make some holes. Very carefully, because this drill is very thin. It's fragile enough, and I'm a little bit afraid to break it, because I already have broken a lot. I guess this shield doesn't need the piece of wire, because I already have sculpted a small pin for mounting. And also the same with this sword. But I see that the hole for this sword is not enough. I should make it a little bit deeper. Let's take a bigger drill and increase this hole. Okay, now let's take a wire. It's a copper one, and it's thin and soft enough. I prefer this because from one side it can be bended over if you need to fix something, to fix the position of parts, and from other side, in this small scale, it's strong enough to hold parts very good. So let's mount a small piece of wire into each hole. Cyanacrylate glue is our best friend in this case. Okay, now I want to try on this part, this X, because there are two metal pins, and I want to be sure that everything is connecting correctly before I will add a glue. So let's check. And it's too long, and I should cut it out. Something like this. Okay, now it's perfect. So, because I want to mount this body onto the base in the correct place, I will use some small trick. I will scratch the base with these metal pins, and this way I will point I will mark my points for future drilling. So have a look how I do it. It's very fast and easy. And now I will drill holes on these marks. Okay, and now it's our final stage. It's finally time to glue everything together. Actually, it's a very strong connection, as I like, and even if your miniature fall down to the floor, it doesn't matter. Let's bend these tails over. They should not scratch our tabletop. And the same way I assemble all the rest parts. Okay, this one is completed now, and I remind that it's not only one Varangian Guardsman in our line. You can check the web store and see other miniatures that are suitable for playing Saga and other tabletop, historical and fantasy war games. Thank you for watching. In our YouTube channel, you can find much more videos about assembling, fixing and breaking miniatures, and another interesting things about our hobby. Thank you for your subscription, and see you later.